Okay, hello there. Just a quick recap from the decimals you were looking at the other day. So the first document was the ordering decimals. So either going from lowest to highest or highest to lowest. So the first two graphical images were just explanations. Okay, so this was how would you order these, going from least to greatest. You always line them up, decimal points lining up. Obviously 15 is more than 16, so that would be the lowest. Then you look at the next numbers in line. Okay, this had a 6 and this had a 7, so 6, 8 is smaller than 7. Okay, so it's not 68, it's 6 tenths and 8 hundredths. This is 7 tenths, so that's more than that. Just be careful when you're comparing if it's got 2 compared to 1. You still got to look at the first number. Okay, so for this first one, the smallest one, you look at the number next to the decimal point, 6, 2, 8, and 1. So 0.1 is the smallest. Next smallest, this has got a 2. It's not 23. It's 2 tenths and 3 hundredths. Like this would be 6 tenths. That's more than 2 tenths. Okay, so the next one is 0.23, then 0.6, and then 0.8. Okay. So I'll do one of the descending ones. That means starting with the biggest. So I'll pick one in the middle here. Okay, so they're both 1 point something. So you're going to have to move to the next number. So this is 0.1, 0.0, 0.9, and 0.3. So this would be the smallest, 1.08. Then the next one, this is a 1, 3. This is a 9, and this is a 3, 1. So the 3 would be the next one. 1.31. No, it wouldn't. Forget about this one. I was hoping you would spot that error I made. Well done if you did. It was 1.13. Then you move on to this one, 1.31. And then the last one is 1.9. Okay, so that's how to order them, ascending or descending. The other document was the adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. So I think the adding and subtracting were reasonably okay. You would have to rewrite them on a piece of paper. It was much easier. I know some of you tried it in your head, and okay, fair enough if you want to do it that way, but it's much easier to write them down. So you'd write it down 2.4 and 3.3 below it. Line up the decimal points, and then you add 3 and 4. Gives you the 0.7 at the end, and add the 2 and the 3 at the start. That gives you 5. So 5.7. Okay, so I'll skip on to multiplying and dividing. Okay, so this is like 3 lots of 2.4. You could do 3 lots of 24. Okay, 3 lots of 24, even if you count up, is 72. If your question has 1 decimal point, your answer should have 1 decimal point. So you put a point in there. You can do an estimate as well. So this is roughly 2. This is roughly 3. Well, that is 3. So 2 times 3 is 6, so it should be around 6, and this is close enough. Okay, for this example, it had 2 decimal places in the question, so you'd have 2 on the answer. So you just do 24 times 62. If you use the grid method or the traditional method, it doesn't matter. And then either have an estimate or know that it should have 2 decimal points. Okay, I know I'm going a bit quick here, but pause it at any stage and try and let it sink in. This one is 2.4 divided by 3. So you could do the bus stop method. Okay, so how many times is 3 going to 2? It's 0. And then how many times is 3 going to 24? It goes in 8 times. But because there's 1 decimal point, 0.8. Okay, because it doesn't quite go in 1 time. If you think about it, 3 is smaller than 2.4, so it's not going to go in more than 1 time. Sorry, 3 is bigger than 2.4, so it has to go in less than 1 time. Okay. For this one, you could change these both to whole numbers. So this would change to 48, and this would change to 4. Okay, you increase this 10 times and this 10 times, so then it becomes 48 divided by 4, which in fact is just 12. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll just leave this up as a guide to how to do these.